Hello, welcome back to me, welcome back to True Blue Thai, welcome back to Thailand. So I've still got the meringue wee hanging around, little tiny little things will fly up your nose. Yeah, so I hope you're doing well. What's good? It's Tuesday, one Khan, as they say in Thai. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon here. Just waiting for information coming out. I'm sure Pep Guardiola will probably have a chat later because we've got the mega important game at the Champions League against PSG tomorrow. For instance, it's 8 p.m. the UK time or 9 p.m. For instance, yeah, Central European time, and I think it's definitely 3 a.m. in Thailand. So, it's lovely. 3 a.m. start. So yeah, lovely. But it's a mega important game for instance, and we've got to get something out of the game. Maybe not even as a draw, because we've got Bruges the next week. So just waiting for the motorbikes. Meow. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, it's a mega important game. Really nervous about it. For instance, it's great that we got that 6-0 win over the week, and we're getting players that all signed up for for the future, for the rest of the season, and yeah, so it's looking good at the moment at camp. For instance, I just want to know about Nathan Aki because I think he's my only concern about losing him. Getting Diaz back, brilliant. Losing Nathan Aki, not part of the plan. So I'm a little bit not annoyed about that, to say the least. Yeah. Can't tell you how disappointed I am when I saw that. Navanaki, for instance, again, it's like one in, one out. One comes in, one goes out. Just so annoying, so annoying. But anyway, so it is what it is at the moment. Khusanov signed yesterday. His nickname's the Train. The Train. They call him the Train. Um, Abatori means the mighty. His first name means the mighty in Uzbek language, which suits Kuzanov. He's also nicknamed the Train because of his raw power, and his most famous. It's most and it becomes the most famous person in the country. Okay, well, Uzbek. So he's our first Uzbek player. So welcome to Kozanov to Manchester City. I saw his interview, for instance, and I saw a few interviews, etc., from him and him signing. What's good? He looks a good player, for instance, and yeah. So I'm really looking forward. He signed a 4.5 year deal. He's taking the number 45. Looks and you're a very young man, so what's good? But I believe he's quite solid, he's very fast as well because I saw him run. Did a track down of a striker, and he was clocked at 39 kilometers an hour, faster than Cal Walker. What's it called? So yeah, so really welcome to him. For instance, it's really good to see. Kuzanov, I always want to achieve my goals despite difficulties. I never give up, no matter what. I used to watch my dad play. This sparkled my interest, and I started practicing. And I wouldn't have made it at his level without his motivation every match. So good family, young lad, etc. Supported by his father, which is brilliant, and really happy for him, really. And welcome to Manchester City, and I hope you can play a part and don't get injured. No more injuries. Yes, but was and again, it's 33.8 million pounds, which is for I think it was signed for about some 800,000 to Lens. So they've done a pretty damn decent deal. So yeah, well done to Lens. And but it's what it is. What it is. It's not my money. Why should I care? You got to sign the players. You got to sign the players. You got to pay the bag, as they say. As the kids say nowadays, you got to pay in the money. And so I don't really care. So, it's just nonsense. The media, and Erling Haaland signed a 9-year contract. Oh, okay. How much is he getting per week? Irrelevant. What's it called? Blah blah blah. And it's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. What's how much is getting paid per second? It's irrelevant. And you pay the top CEOs in the world in your company what's it called, the biggest bucks, and Erling Haaland's the big is the big cheese, so he's going to get the most money. So blah. But he's he's fantastic for the coup. It's great for the coup. It's great for the club. They're great for the fact that what's it go because a lot of players are going, wow, this guy's got everything on his plate. He can go any club, but he's choosing to say he's spent his years at Manchester City. It's great for the club. It really is. It's I just don't see a negative in it at all. People say, "Oh, what happens if he gets injured?" Well, whatever. And and it happens. No, I just find it's great for the club. It's great for sponsorship. It's great for his faith in City. But it's common, as a Man City fan, for instance, seeing a player stay for a long, long time. And yeah, so for instance, David Silva, Sergio Aguero, Pablo Zabaleta, Vincent Company. It just the list goes on and on and on. We had the likes of Tony Book, Mike Summerby, Colin Bell, Francis Lee. They all stayed for a very long time. Manchester City creates that atmosphere, for instance, where you could stay for a long time, look after the players. Ilkay Gundogan went going to after Barcelona. It was Man City who got in the house or place to stay because he was, what's it called, cast out by Barcelona. For instance, Barcelona didn't help. It was Man City who helped him. And he said, and this is the thing and I heard a lot of this, when players lead to different clubs, it's not the same. That's the reason why they like staying at Man City. There's one person who's leaving Man City, West Coast, and I think he had his last day yesterday, which is Kyle Walker. So big up to Kyle. I hope you're doing, you're a great stalwart. He's won quite a few things, etc. at City. So like I think 37 trophies, won nothing at Spurs and 37 honours at Manchester City. So well done, Kyle. So shame to see we didn't have a send off for him, but for instance, yeah, hopefully he's going to AC Milan by the looks of it. So I hope he regains his form and yeah, does a good job. I think he'll do a good job in Italy. So yeah, well, good luck to Kyle Walker, and yeah, you go with my blessings. But shame didn't was pan out. It was yeah, exactly. So I was good, but yeah. Omar Murmush. I saw him at the airport waving off. So I saw him at the airport. Was go signing to some fans at in Frankfurt and taking some pictures. So he's definitely, and that was a couple of days ago. So he must definitely be in Manchester. I believe the. What's it called? The signing is Friday. What's it called? But I'm not too sure. What's it called? But I hope he can join us as quick as possible. So I'm really looking forward to him. Victor, Victor Hayes. I believe it's Hayes now. You got to say. Is I'm not too sure about Victor where he is at the moment. I know he's in Manchester. What's it called? That probably he's waiting for his work permits to come through because being Brazilian. But I'm sure that's going to be announced very very soon. So good. We're still looking at, I think, was it Khusanov? Not Khusanov. What's his name? Um, the guy from Juventus. Juventus, where are you? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, Kaiser. That's Liverpool. Sorry, guys, so just give me 1 second. Just let me find it. Bum, 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 bum. The train. Yeah, for instance, sorry, it's the guy from Juventus. Is it? I don't know. Was it Kuzia? Whatever. Yeah. So, but I believe was that is still ongoing. Ah, there you go. Andreas Cambiasso. Sorry, Cambiasso. I believe according to Sam Lee, for instance, it appears that was the there is a they've had a what's it called? They're still in contact, but whether it's going to be a January signing or going to be a summer signing, I don't know. David Luiz is also in the frame. I believe on a loan deal where the City was the loan and AC Milan wanted a what's it called, a permanent move for him. For instance, I'm not too sure, but I think City just wants a loan. Maybe we've got somebody else in mind for the summer. Me personally, I think we just go for it. Just get him in. He's got the money. I think it's about 35 million quid. It's nothing, and it gives us a CDM until the end of the season. So offensive, I think we should get him in. So yeah, so I don't think it's a no-brainer. So we just get him if they want to, yeah. I think it's just a no-brainer. So we need a midfielder, a good midfielder, a person who knows Premier League, and he's the guy got a bad attitude, so I'm not sure about that one. So What's it called? But I hope I can get. I mean, we just need to CDM. So if when we get a qualified CDM, and if we can't get Bruno, we can't get Zendy, we can't get what's it called the players, etc. And we need a CDM right now. I think he is the perfect person. Honestly, he knows the Premier League. Come back, or don't know about the story. Why has it gone so sour in Italy? But I don't know. But he's a proven guy. I know Aston Villa would definitely have him out back. Actually, he was a damn good player for them. So, so yeah, I would just say to Man City to just pay the money up. So yeah, just go for it. I was preparing and getting my mind sorted out for Wednesday. I've been looking at there was stats. Looking at PSG, for instance, how they're in the league. No surprise. They're a club. They really are. They got money. They got Paris. Then like the number one side in the league in France. Uh, um, they're always going to win the league. League 1. Yeah, so for instance, une, deux, trois, yeah, une. For instance, they got some decent players, for instance, they're always a really good team. I just so I think they've lost to Arsenal. For instance, I remember they've lost to City. For instance, I remember I was at the game when they lost to City, so I'm not too nervous about PSG. I think PSG or say Arsenal, for instance, or Liverpool, I'll definitely be more concerned about the Premier League sides than PSG. So, for instance, it's all in name, actually, it's substance. If you call it, if it was Lens, etc., you wouldn't even think twice. Oh, only playing Lens, we should beat them. But because PSG, no, they're not as it's not a scary anymore. So it was, and also their position in the Premier League, sorry, the Champions is ours. So they've got to get something, otherwise they're going to be out. For instance, they're not in the Champions League either. But I've been actually looking at a website, which is quite um, them, and quite interesting really because he talked. It was a betting website, and he was actually talking about number one played games, PSG, Marseille, Lille, Monaco, and Nice for the top five. So they're kind of away with it. 7-6. Marseille, come on. Marseille have got was it Chelsea? Yeah, from Marseille. But yeah, there was an interesting. It was a betting website, and for instance, and they were talking teams are the strongest and weakest, and it was quite interesting to see. And what's it called? It was comparing City and the PSG, and there were some interesting comments. I'll get a bit further. What's it called? Because I'll have a tomorrow, for instance, when I do my the Champions League review. What's it called? It's interesting to see this website. And, uh, what's it called? Um, their for instance, there are some weakness. So, there were some very similar to cities as well. So, which was ba, 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 ba. So I think they were young ever is there. So I'm just looking at their team as well. The play um, standing. So yeah, I'll look through that, guys. I'm going to talk to you about that tomorrow when I do my review. But it's a must win. A must at least win. Do I feel confident about City? I think we get them. I think there's a mojo. I think there's a thing. I always say to myself, if you know me, if you looked at my video, I say, what you call it, winning breeds confidence, and I think, and once we got the players back and slowly coming back, and people, they play down and understand where they are. I think, for instance, we'll, we'll get back our mojo back, and we'll think again. And the Leicester game was not the greatest win, and then you play West Ham, which I thought was we had more signings, more green shoots, and offer, of course, with a big win, and of course, for Ipswich. I'm going away to Ipswich, who have not beaten to Sevilla, also in Chelsea, and just got away with a 1-0 loss against Arsenal. That was a down win. And I don't care where they are. I don't care where in this table are. I'm like Hugh because I've been today for a good chat, and on City, for instance, and and it's how they played, and there's about 4 or 5 players who really shown that game against Ipswich, and I really do. I really do. He gets a lot of what's it called? Shout. He was getting a lot of credits, etc. When Roger was playing. Since what he's to be the referee, he's of course not going to be successful. So, so he's getting. But I think he's an absolute great player, and he could have been the man of the match. He had Foden scoring goals. Been efforts. It's been everywhere. Darren Doku, which was a surprise to everybody, starting. So the levels of the some of the balls, etc., was doing well. Not many players who didn't do cover themselves in glory, for instance, who did really well against Ipswich. And it's it's Ipswich, and it's a big side against to be there a few weeks ago, so not to be taken against them. And so yeah, I think we did well there. So I'm really proud of the club and the team. So everything's looking good. It feels. I said to my friends, I said to people, for instance, on more than one occasion, you got to keep the faith with the club. Got to keep the faith with the club. With rest of the years and with early in his contract, with the new signings, the coming back, it feels like a rebuild for the club, and Phil Foden talking about it. And it was good to see him scoring and his confidence coming back. He played games last season, and he because tired more than anything else. And there's expectations in England, But um, but but it's good. Green shoots. There's green shoots definitely growing. For instance, I bought some plants out the front, and I tend to them all the time. For instance, and I've got these and what's it called? And I'm really, really pleased, first of all, when I see plants actually grow, coming out of it. And we've got this kind of like a rubber plant, as it were, but it's not like it's like, and I don't know the name. I've been trying to find out the names. And there was and then this little just pop, and it's growing and growing and growing and really, really big now. So it's a nice green. Pop right up and wow, you come, and it just great, and it feels like my sister's never give it water, and welcome, hi, how are you? And the whole job is done, but just feels that's how I feel. We're coming out of number, and again, this 115 nonsense is going to go away soon, and South, for instance, and wine. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna love you and leave you. It's my daily transfer of chats about. I'll have a chat when I do my PhD what's it called, chat about, for instance, and getting more information about what I read about their strengths and weaknesses. And don't know. I just hope that some reporter today asked Pep Guardiola, "Is Aki fit?" And Aki, if you're fit, mate, and we've got no other, What did you like it? That's the new Lewis. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So anyway, but other than that, yeah, keep the same squad. But other than that, it's news. Yeah. So anyway, guys, what do you think? Are you confident about PSG? Do you feel a bit nervous about it? I agree with the team. Like smile, always easy person, for instance, who think, yeah, we're not going to do nothing this season. Hey, we're Manchester City. And there was we're not United. There was a time when, for instance, we did, you know, have seasons and blah blah blah, but not anymore. The champions. We're the champions for a reason. Guys, I'm going to love you and leave you, and I'll speak to you tomorrow. Have a good evening or good day. What are you doing? And I'll take care. Ciao. Mhm. Mhm.